What's up, Internet? This is Sam from StudentAdvisor.com. The nice guy to the left is Chad. We're at the 1 a.m. hour of our $24,000 in 24-hour scholarship contest for college reviews. You can tell it's really 1 a.m. because I can barely talk.
It is a long night.
The excitement that we just gave away $13,000 in the past few hours, and we're on number 14, and we've got $10,000 left, is keeping me alive. So this next winning review comes from Kirby at University of Houston. So Chad, what do you think really stood out in this review? Why are we giving $1,000 to Kirby for this awesome review?
Well, I actually had the pleasure of personally looking at Kirby's review, and what stood out to me is that apparently University of Houston kind of has a reputation for being a bit of a commuter school, but what Kirby told us was that there's really a lot going on campus. She was saying that they have a award-winning art gallery, and if you're not into art, they have a rec center, and if you're not really into either one of those, that's cool too. You can just study and do your work, because they have a diverse class offering, which is really nice. She did mention that there tend to be some nefarious characters around the campus at nighttime, but that tends not to be too much of a problem. So that's really the only thing that she said was a little negative.
Yeah, and I mean, we've been getting a few different kinds of reviews from commuter schools, and one of the big patterns we saw is like a lot of people just go to classes and they go home. No one really stands around. There's not a lot of activity. But at Houston, people are really excited to stay on campus and, make college more than just a day job, And that's why this review is excellent. So congrats, Kirby. Stay tuned. We have an interview with Dean and John M. from University of Minnesota Twin Cities coming up. And don't forget, there's still time to get those reviews in. We've got $10,000 more to give away, and we're going all through the night. So stay up late with us, StudentAdvisor.com. I'm Sam. This is Chad.
Hey, it's Dean Suvalis with StudentAdvisor.com. I am here this hour with John, who won a $1,000 scholarship. Congratulations, John.
Thank you.
You wrote a review of the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, and that got the attention of our judges for a bunch of different reasons. But first, tell me, how did you find out about our scholarship opportunity?
It was actually through an ad on the radio station. It was a internet radio thing, and they had mentioned that you can go to StudentAdvisor.com and enter this contest.
Excellent, excellent. So tell me a little bit about the University of Minnesota Twin Cities.
Well, it's a pretty large campus, one of the largest in the country, and that's actually kind of one of the things that drew me to it. I know it tends to scare a lot of people away, but I think I mentioned in my review that it's really not that bad. It really is. It's really down to earth. The professors really want to get to know you. And it's a beautiful campus, too. The Twin Cities are really a great area. They're very, there's very high focus on art. It's kind of so one of the things I like about it is it's a big city, but then you drive like 10 minutes and you're out in the woods or you're out, by the river or, so it's really diverse. Really good school.
That makes sense. But I know one of the things you did say, and you were just starting to talk about it, is that you feel like you are, some schools people think that they're going to be just a number. But you said that wasn't the case at the University of Minnesota.
Right. Like I said in the review, we have like that take your professor to lunch program and things like that. And I know a lot of professors commented that, they wish more people would take advantage of that.
So I have to tell you that we have been reading reviews for the past, week, and we've been here looking at them all night. And I have to tell you that this whole concept of a take a professor to lunch really got people talking and excited. So it's definitely an innovative program that you all do.
Yeah, it is. I took advantage of it a couple times, and those are some of the closest professors I have now that it really sparks kind of a relationship that carries through.
And so you encourage other students at the University of Minnesota to take advantage of that because not everybody does. Right,
and it's kind of a hidden thing. Actually, one of my professors told me about it, and then I kind of had to do some digging for it. But it does exist if you just go to the used website and type it in. You can find it pretty quick.
So that's good, and now we're going to tell it to even more folks, and especially for students that are looking at the University of Minnesota. It gives them another reason to want to go there, so they will be more than just a number.
Right, absolutely. And that's not the only program, too. There's always office hours and things, and I think that's kind of for all colleges and universities. They have, just go and talk to your professors. They're not that intimidating.
Right. One of the other benefits, too, I understand about going to a school like the University of Minnesota are that there's so many different things that one can do, whether it's go to a comedy club, you mentioned some great comedians that have come, or to go to other types of activities. Tell me some of the fascinating and fun things that you can do there.
Well, we're really fortunate. We have the Twins, we have the Timberwolves, we have a lot of great professional sports here you can go to. I think we're second to New York City in the most theater seats per capita. So if you're into theater and the arts, we have a lot of programs for that. We have a couple great art museums. Just a really great place. There's a lot of great scenery too. We're right on the banks of the Mississippi River, so we have a lot of things like that too.
And John, are you from Minnesota, or did you come there from somewhere else?
I'm actually from Green Bay. So it's about 4.5 hours to the east.
All right, and you talk a lot, you wrote about the fact that there are times when it's 10 degrees below, and that might hinder someone who doesn't want to be at a campus that's so cold, but you say that that's some of the things that they've taken care of for you students.
They have underground tunnels, they have skyways, and they connect a lot of the buildings on campus. Even the dorms, so you don't have to worry about that. If you live off campus, they do have a program with the bus to transit program. You get a pass, you can go unlimited rides on the bus. There's a lot of close housing to go to, so it's really you don't have to do a ton of walking if you don't want to.
Wow, that's amazing. What is your major at the University of Minnesota?
I'm going for architecture.
And what would you say is some advice that you would give a student who's thinking about going there for that major? What would you tell them as a reason to go?
Well, we're surrounded by so many great buildings, so many great pieces of architecture. We really do kind of use the city as another tool for learning. So the professors encourage us to get out and check out some of the buildings around and learn that way. But the U is a very good school for architecture. They're consistently ranked in the top. If you're interested in sustainability, they have a big emphasis on that. It's integrated right into the program. So it really is a part of what we do.
Sustainability, the green market, that is one of the hottest trends out there. And so tell me about how that's a part of your everyday life at the University of Minnesota.
Well, I'm in my third year in the undergrad program, and I've already had 3 or 4 courses in sustainability. And even the courses that weren't, just for that, they've talked about those principles and tried to, integrate it in. So they really talk about sustainability from right from the get-go, from when you first walk in the door. And I know they just put up a new building and that has a lot of green features. So they really are, not just teaching it, but trying to practice it as well.
That's great. So tell me, you've just won $1,000 from StudentAdvisor.com. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you going to do with the money?
Well, the downside with architecture is there's a lot of material costs. We build a lot of models and we have a lot of supplies to do. So I think it'll be going towards a lot of balsa wood and a lot of plexiglass and things like that.
That's great. So it'll help you in your senior year, potentially.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Great. Anything else you want to say about the University of Minnesota or so far this experience?
I don't think so. It really is a great school. I'm happy I'm here. I guess I'm graduating in a year, so we'll see what happens with that. But just kind of taking it all in right now and having fun here.
That's great. And you're going to encourage all your friends to write a review on StudentAdvisor.com, right?
Absolutely. I got you guys on Facebook, and I'll keep spreading the word.
Thanks so much. And congratulations again, John. It was great to speak with you. You're one of our $1,000 winners during the StudentAdvisor.com 24-hour, $24,000 scholarship giveaway. We still have scholarships to give away, so just like John said, you can get out there and write a review, and maybe you will win a $1,000 scholarship. Thanks so much, John. Congratulations
Thank you very much, Steve.
All right.
Yep, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Yep, bye.